Right, you're welcome to the 12th episode of this. Wow, really? This is the 12th episode. We've gone really far. And I'm glad you're following up. I'm glad for you that has come up this far. I really appreciate your courage and um, thank you very much for staying tuned. Okay, we're going to continue from where we stopped in the 11th episode, and we stopped at comments. Okay, so I'm going to explain header and footer. Sorry. Now, header is for you that are conversant. I mean, if you are a novel reader or you like reading storybooks, you see that some text will be repeated, maybe the name of the author or a particular phrase or the title of the book sometimes will be repeated in all the pages across. You see it on the top of it, on the top of the pages, and it will reflect in all the pages throughout. That is the head. That's the work of the header. And then there is footer too. Footer appears at the base of of each page. So let's say for instance now, what I have here. So now what I have where my cursor is now, somewhere around there, you will see the footer there, like any text at all, anything at all that the person might want to write, it will appear at the base there. So let's start with the header here. So once I hit the header, it comes with different templates too. So it depends on whatever it is you want. So let's say this now. I might want to write okay. Let's say sorry. Computers, computer or ICT introductory theory class crash course, something like that. So for instance, now if this is what I want, you see it's reflecting in all the pages. You see I only wrote it to page 1. You see it continues to reflect in all the pages, all the pages, all the pages like that, all the pages like that. So that's what header does. And then let's go back to the start and let's check out footer. So footer is almost like the same way too, and you can also make it to page number. So let's say page number 1, 2, 3, and then it will keep repeating like that. Page 1, page 2. Okay, this one even came with a border. Page 2, page 3. See that? So and that's how it's going to continue till the end of the page. So yeah, moving forward. Okay, so apart from that, there is page numbering. So if you want to make a page number on the top left, middle left, yes, the top middle and then the right top. Sorry, so you can have it anywhere in your page, anywhere in your document. You can have your page number. So that is left to you. You can also determine the kind of numbering you want. Maybe you want it to have this 1 page or something like this, 1 page, or maybe just page 1. And then if you go to the next one, you see 2 page. You see that 3 page, something like that. So that's how that works. Okay, let's go back to the start, and then apart from page number, there is text box. You remember I told you that the text box we still have it somewhere around. So this is the other text box there is, and this one comes with designs, different kinds of design, different kinds of templates, and you can just pick any of it that you resonate with, and then make do with it. Alright, I believe you are familiar with text box already. You know how to edit it, you know how to go around text box. I've explained very well in the 10th episode or thereabout. Now there is auto text. Okay, auto text. What auto text does is under quick paths is for instance now maybe I know that in this document I'm going to have Charles Babbage repeated about let's say 100 times. Now, to help me to make the work easy for me, I can just add this to a quick test, a auto test. So if I add it to it, save selection, you click on save selection. So if you save selection to auto test gallery, now it is saved. Now you can easily go anywhere. Like for instance, I'm on this last line and I'll just put in auto text. So I'll just click on this and then to write transfer page for me. So it doesn't have to be just two names. If it's a whole paragraph, that's how it's going to repeat it. So I can add this. For instance, I can add it to my auto text. Just save to gallery when we study. So if I move anywhere in the page and I go back to auto text like that, and I hit this, then to drop it for me. So it doesn't matter the length of the text, just highlight and then add it to the gallery, and then you can have it. You can always have it. So it's just an easier way of making your typing faster. Alright, so there is word art. Word art is just a design text. So if you have a text, you want to write one or two things. So for instance, if this the history of computer, you want to have it written in a particular design, so you can just choose. For instance, if I just have this, you can have the history of computer. So I have it written like this. Reduce the size, Control A, and something like that, and then I have it here instead of what I had. So that's all. The rest is what you're familiar with, how to choose with word art style, the text wrapping, the shape fill, all of these things. There are commands that you're familiar with from the previous episode. You can go back to the previous episode if you've not watched it and you need the knowledge of how to go about editing this particular something like this. You can see from the editing of pictures, from the editing of shapes, you'll be able to handle this. It's quite very, very easy. Okay, I'm not interested. I'll take it off. So that's that. And then the next command there is drop cap. Drop cap. You see in some newspaper where you have the first letter bigger than every other letter in the paragraph. So you have this highlighted. This is the first letter or the first alphabet. Then we go to drop cap. That's all. That's all this one, just drop cap. So you can make it handy. This is a form of drop cap, and this is another one. And you can also control it. If you go to drop cap options, you can control where you want it to get to right now. Alright, equation. You can insert equations instead of struggling to type and making superscript and subscript. You can just drop your cursor somewhere and come here to get the equation. And you see it's inserted already. So that's an easy way to go around inserting equations. And so you can have more equations. You have the Pythagoras theorem, the other statistics equations, the almighty formula, almighty formula, and some other equations like that. The cosine rule and the sine rule. Okay, you can have it inserted. These are just like they make things very, very easy. You can easily click on them and then you have them drop. Oh, it's even named. I'm just observing it and the names are there. This is trig identity 2, trig identity 1, Taylor expansion, quadratic. Yeah, it was called quadratic formula. I remember it was named the almighty formula back then. And this is the Pythagoras theorem, expansion of the sum, binomial theorem, layer of the cycle, and all of that. So you can click on this to get more equations. There are more equations and then insert new equation. So you can type your equation here and then insert it, like it will keep it for you. You can use any of these commands to write your equation and then it will keep it for you. You save it there and then whenever you need it, you just go there and one click, it drops. Why it is so is because equations are kind of sometimes they are kind of technical. You need a lot of time. You spend a lot of time in trying to position all the parameters in their appropriate place. So in order to make it easy, you can have it written and then save it somewhere there, and just with one click you have it inserted and you can continue your work. All right, so that is that on equation. Then the next one is symbols. Yes, you can also make do with symbols. You can have plus or minus, not equals to, greater than or equals to, division, every other thing, beta, gamma, and all of those things. You can't find it on your keyboard. You can't find most of those symbols on your keyboard, so you just go there. For instance, now there is no beta on your keyboard, and you want to type maybe an equation that requires you writing beta or gamma or maybe infinity sign and all of that. So you just go there and with one click you have it. All right. So these are a whole lot of other yes, pi too, a whole lot of other symbols. So you can go through, scroll down, anyone that is required or anyone you want there, just with one click. Okay, excuse me for that. That is just that about symbols. We're done with insert. This is very, very simple. They're just themes. The design is just themes. The only thing that needs an explanation here is a watermark. Okay, so you can have watermark on your documents. So it will just be at the back of your document, and then you have. In fact, you can even edit it to maybe confidential, do not copy. This is personal and all of that. So it will just look like a ghost behind your text. Do not copy. You can just put any keyword that you want to put. Do not copy, draft, sample, ASAP, urgent, something, things like that. Then you can customize watermark. And click on this and then to give you a dialog box where you want. So here I can put Irish Digitals. Okay, so that's what it's going to be there. Okay, you see that it has changed. Alright, so that's what we're going to continue from in the next episode. Thank you for staying tuned. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and you can go, you can check where we started this lesson from the previous episode. If there is something you are not really clear with, just go back, make a reference to the previous episode, and I'm sure that your questions are already answered in the previous episode. Thank you for your time. Do well to share this video and like, and then make your comments. Add your comments here. Like the video. Now see you in the next video.